After seeing this war in Iran, Saudi Arabia, after seeing how Trump moving, how America moving, I want to talk about the future of America. Economic future. Two Americas. You understand? America remains the largest economy in the world. The US dollar, even though declining, is still dominant globally. But internally, there's tension, right? What we're seeing is a widening wealth gap, the disappearance of the traditional middle class. Automation is replacing repetitive labor, and AI is reshaping white collar jobs. The industrial era built America middle class, and it looks like AI is shrinking that. Jobs aren't disappearing completely, they're evolving. Trade, tech, entrepreneurship, personal branding, things like that are rising. Credential and pathways are weakening. The future economy will reward adaptability, digital leverage, AI, technology, ownership over employment, meaning entrepreneurs going into business for self. This is the economic aspect of America. Any transition hurt before it becomes stable. Just like me doing this content, no views in the beginning, then ultimately follow me. Technology is where America has an advantage, right? The United States still dominates global tech innovation, even though China look amazing. Hear me. Companies like Apple, Microsoft, Google, NVIDIA are shaping the future of AI chips and infrastructure. We got to make sure we put Tesla in there, Elon. So artificial technology, artificial intelligence, biotechnology, and space explorations are where America is still leading the pack. The question is whether innovation will continue, and I'm going to say absolutely it will. Will the average American benefit from it? And this is where we run into our issues at. Because technological growth without social alignment creates confusion, creates resentment, creates a race. We all know what happens in a race. So our political climate, the reset of it or the polarization of it. The political divide in America is one of the most visible fractures. It's one of the most visible things that we've seen over the course of the past, I would say 70 to 120 years, give or take, depending on how you look at it. Trust in the institution has declined. Media, government, universities, corporations, big businesses. America itself, the United States is a corporate, okay, it's a country. Now we don't trust. But if you're looking at history, America has gone through cycles of division before the Civil War, the Civil Rights Movement, the Civil Rights Era, Vietnam, Watergate, Boston Tea Party, Pearl Harbor, a lot of things of that nature. This next decade would do two of a few things. It'll harden ideological lines, or it'll force institutional modernization, which I'm leaning more towards that. The tension you may feel, and I feel it, isn't collapse, it's restructuring. Culture shifting, identity over unity. Very sad. At one point, America rallied around shared narratives, shared values. A lot of people may say, well, play, at what point did that happen? At the point when people knew who they were and they wasn't influenced by a high level of social media. The American dream, family, work ethic, patriotism, unity, teamwork, tribe, us, community. Now, culture is fragmented by algorithms. Social media has created micro realities. You hear me? The future culture of America may look less unified, but more individually expressive. And me personally, I push individuality to the side. But I'm here to learn just like you. So I'm living in it the same way you are. The major shift is that America is aging. But just as a portfolio, America is also diversifying. You're dealing with younger generations, possibly more multicultural. They delaying marriage and children. There's a possibility some of them even may value mental health over status. And they may question the Old Testament and the New Testament. But then you're gonna run into me, the Old Testament, and I'm gonna give you pushback, young fella or young lady. So what this will do though, let's be honest, is gonna reshape housing markets. It's gonna reshape education. I think the old former way of school is gonna be a thing of the past. It's gonna reshape dating and family dynamics. Workplace. It's gonna reshape the culture of the workplace. And if you've been thinking about and speaking on modern trends in relationships, you already see this trend shifting. The loneliness is an epidemic. Gender dynamics is switching. Masculinity and femininity debates, which is having an influence on our demographic future. As a global phenomenon, is America still a superpower? After seeing what happened with Iran, that's why I wanted to have this discussion, I would say absolutely. America's influence is being challenged economically and militarily by countries like China. Okay? Global power isn't no longer just military. You're talking about money dominance. You're talking about a cultural export, goods and services. You're talking about AI, technology platforms, Elon Musk. And you're talking about strategic alliances. Who are we one-on-one with outside of America? We still leading in soft power, music, film, entrepreneurship, and digital culture. This is us. However, multipolar power is rising. The future may not be America as a sole superpower, but as a primary player in the competitive arena, as a primary player in the game. I'm going there because I'm seeing I'm seeing it right in front of my eyes. So let's deal with the social tension, the mental health factor. Psychologically, I see a lot of anxiety. I see a lot of loneliness. I see a lot of distrust. I see a lot of suicides. I see a lot of people depending online. This is deep. And this is not just consistent with America. Follow me. When societies move fast, mental health struggles increase. It's tricky. I'm learning, just as you are. The future of America depends not just on GDP, gross domestic product, but also on emotional resilience, emotional intelligence. The mentally unstable population cannot sustain economic dominance. It's a fact. If we being optimistic is what I'm trying to be. If innovation stays strong, stays solid. If political reform happens, They might shut my channel down for that. If communities rebuild locally, if education adapts to AI, America could enter a renaissance period. Decentralized work, stronger local economies, new family structures, whatever that means. AI enhanced productivity. Look at Amazon. Okay, look at Tesla cars. Look at the phones. Look what's happening. Medical breakthroughs. The robot's gonna come fix us better than any human could ever. History shows America reinvents itself roughly every 50 to 80 years. And now with AI is gonna happen just like that. 5 to 10. Drastic in 15. These are facts. Okay? Follow me. And I'm thinking we in that phase right now as I speak. As I speak, I feel we in that phase right now. The future won't be a collapse. What I thought it would be was a utopia. It won't be that either. Because we're dealing with people, and we know people is the big EVIL. But I'm going to say this. I think it'll be a higher economic inequality. It'll be a faster technological change. It'll be a less cultural consensus. And it'll be more individual responsibility. The safety nets that we had once are weakening. The upside potential for self-made success is increasing. Are you going to get off your ASS? That's the question. I wanted to deal with it. We got a lot more to deal with. My mind is rambling, seeing whatever I'm seeing. I'm going to talk to the masses on a regular basis. I'm going to show up every day. And I'm going to bring you different insights from the bigger play. Subscribe. I'm not playing games, okay? God is blessing me to think a certain way, to record that thought process, and to share with you guys. So you can hate, but we're going to be great, okay? Tap in, subscribe right now. If you don't subscribe today, eventually you're going to have to subscribe because you're going to sick of seeing my face. You're going to say, let me just go on in here with play because play not playing, okay? Play not playing. I'll see y'all in a minute. All right.